Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Young and the Restless spoilers. Phyllis and Billy's total chemistry fail. Real reason pair doesn't work anymore. The Young and the Restless Y&R spoilers reveal that Phyllis Summers, Michelle Stafford and Billy Abbott Jason Thompson are a total chemistry fail, so let's talk about the real reason this pairing doesn't work anymore. Of course, we should out by saying that both Jason Thompson and Michelle Stafford are talented, attractive performers. There's nothing wrong with how Thompson and Stafford bring their characters to life, so let's just acknowledge that. Nevertheless, we also have to address the fact that the last time Phyllis had a sizzling romance with Billy, Gina Tognoni was in the role. Phyllis cheated on Jack Abbott Peter Bergman with his own brother in a hot affair story, so the show capitalized on the smoking chemistry Billy had with Tognoni's version of the character. Billy and Phyllis went on to become an actual couple after the affair came to light, but it's tough to imagine truly revisiting the pairing now. Although Billy and Stafford's Phyllis are great as friends and partners in crime, we don't see any chemistry happening on screen beyond that. Phyllis dreamed up some romantic moments with Billy in her Valentine's Day fantasy, but they arguably failed that chem test. We're just not seeing the spark we're supposed to be seeing between Billy and Phyllis now, at least not enough of one to make this love triangle with Sally Spectra Courtney Hope work. That could be a sign that Phyllis will end up chasing after another man who doesn't want her. Phyllis pursued Danny Romalotti Michael Damian to the point of obsession, but she finally had to accept that he didn't want more than friendship. Danny chose Christine Blair Laura Lee Bell instead, so Phyllis was once again a loser in love. Is that how things will turn out this time around as well? Will Phyllis chase after Billy only to wind up heartbroken and humiliated? Many Y&R fans are rooting for Phyllis to find a man who'll chase her for a change, someone she can actually build a real future with. Regardless, our predictions hint that Billy and Phyllis won't have a lasting love story, so this reunion attempt may crash and burn on Phyllis' end. The Young and the Restless spoilers say Phyllis will make some updates to her strategies along the way, so stay tuned for more news on her Billy pursuit plans. The Young and the Restless has always been a show that thrives on passion, intrigue, and the kind of relationships that keep viewers on the edge of their seats. Phyllis Summers and Billy Abbott once had all the makings of a fiery and unpredictable soap opera power couple. But somewhere along the way, their chemistry fizzled out, and the once red-hot pairing became more of a mismatched mess. But what exactly went wrong? Why does Phyllis and Billy no longer work as a couple, despite their history and undeniable physical attraction? Let's take a deep dive into the real reasons why Phyllis and Billy are no longer the dynamic duo they once were. A relationship built on rebellion, not stability. From the beginning, Phyllis and Billy's relationship was built on rebellion. Phyllis had just come off a tumultuous marriage with Jack Abbott, and Billy was eager to prove himself outside of Victoria Newman's shadow. The two found solace in each other, and their connection was electric. However, passion without substance can only sustain a couple for so long. Their initial spark was fueled by mutual defiance against Jack, against Victoria, against anyone who doubted them. But what happens when the rebellion dies down? They were left with the reality that they had built something on unstable ground. There was no solid foundation, no deep-rooted understanding, just a thrill that inevitably faded. Billy's self-destructive nature and Phyllis' need for control. Billy Abbott has always been a wild card. His penchant for self-destruction, gambling issues, and reckless behavior have been long-standing struggles. Phyllis, on the other hand, thrives on control. She's calculated, strategic, and always looking to be one step ahead of her rivals. These fundamental differences created a major rift between them. While Phyllis was drawn to Billy's unpredictability at first, it quickly became exhausting. She needs a partner who can keep up with her intellectually and emotionally, someone who complements her rather than causes her constant stress. Meanwhile, Billy found himself feeling suffocated by Phyllis' attempts to manage his chaos. He's a free spirit, and she's a meticulous planner. It was only a matter of time before their differences became too big to ignore. Old flames that never truly die. Another major issue with Billy and Phyllis' relationship is that neither of them has ever truly gotten over their past loves. Phyllis' history with Jack Abbott is one that continues to resurface, and no matter how much she may claim to be done with him, there's always an underlying connection. Jack represents a level of stability and history that Billy simply couldn't offer. Likewise, Billy and Victoria Newman share an undeniable bond. They have children together, and no matter how many times they break up and make up, there is always a sense that they are destined to be in each other's lives. Phyllis could never fully trust that Billy wasn't still emotionally invested in Victoria. That lingering doubt planted the seeds of their eventual downfall. Lack of growth and evolution. In the world of soap operas, couples that survive long-term are ones that evolve together. They adapt, change, and find new ways to make their connection work. Phyllis and Billy, however, seem to remain stagnant. Their relationship never truly evolved beyond the honeymoon phase of thrill-seeking and impulsive decisions. They kept making the same mistakes, rehashing old arguments, and failing to truly grow together. Without growth, a relationship is doomed to fall apart, and that's exactly what happened to them. Trust issues and betrayal. Both Phyllis and Billy have histories of betrayal not just in their relationship with each other, but in their past relationships as well. Phyllis has never been the most trustworthy partner, having engaged in numerous affairs and manipulations over the years. Billy, too, has had his fair share of infidelity and poor decision-making. Even when they were together, there was always an underlying tension of distrust. Phyllis often questioned Billy's motives, and Billy never felt entirely secure in his relationship with Phyllis. In a soap opera world where secrets and betrayals are commonplace, their relationship couldn't withstand the weight of their own histories. Different life goals and priorities. Billy and Phyllis simply want different things in life. Billy has always struggled with his place in the Abbott family, bouncing between wanting to be the responsible businessman and embracing his reckless side. Phyllis, on the other hand, is fiercely independent and ambitious. She's always scheming, always looking for her next big opportunity, and she thrives in environments where she's in control. At the end of the day, Billy doesn't fit into Phyllis' world, and Phyllis doesn't fit into Billy's. Their paths are diverging rather than converging, and no amount of passion or history could change that fundamental truth. The lack of emotional depth. One of the biggest reasons Phyllis and Billy don't work anymore is the sheer lack of emotional depth in their relationship. While they had chemistry and physical attraction, they never developed the kind of deep emotional bond that makes a relationship sustainable. Love is about more than just passion, it's about understanding, compromise, and genuine emotional connection. Over time, it became clear that they weren't truly seeing each other for who they were. They were idealizing the best parts and ignoring the worst, but reality eventually caught up to them. Without that deep emotional connection, their relationship was doomed to fail. What's next for Phyllis and Billy now that their relationship is well and truly over? What's next for these two characters? For Billy, it seems inevitable that he will continue to gravitate back toward Victoria, whether that's in a romantic sense or as parents who can't escape their bond. As for Phyllis, she's always at her best when she's single and stirring up drama. She's a force to be reckoned with, and she doesn't necessarily need a romantic relationship to thrive. If she does find love again, it will likely be with someone who challenges her in ways Billy never could. In the end, Phyllis and Billy's downfall wasn't due to a lack of chemistry, it was due to a lack of compatibility. They burned bright but burned out just as quickly, proving that sometimes, passion just isn't enough. And in true The Young and the Restless fashion, their breakup only paves the way for new drama, new romances, and new rivalries that will keep fans glued to their screens.